Hey and welcome back, boys. This will be a follow-up to a video that I made some time ago. I have learned and developed a lot since then and wanted to share my knowledge with you guys. So without any further ado, let's jump right back into the video. Before I start talking about what you will need to do, I want to make a quick bet. The bet is really simple. You guys are going to watch the video and leave a like at the end. If this doesn't help you or doesn't get you a rank up in the upcoming week, you can come back and leave a dislike. But you have to follow all the things I share here. To make you aware a little bit more, all of this will require consistency and you putting your time in. With this out of the way, let's begin. The biggest reason behind you not ranking up is lying in these two options. Either it is because you play with your friends that are lower or the same rank as you, or you play way too many games and even when you lose you don't stop playing. Well, hear me out. If you haven't seen my video on the matchmaking system, I will clear it up for you and you can watch that video for more detail as well. So basically, matchmaking system awards players that either play solo or play less more than perhaps someone who plays with their friends or someone who grinds multiple maps a day. Of course, if you don't win like every game and top frag in them, then it's a little bit of a different story. There is a really simple way how to approach matchmaking, but this video will cover more than that. We will cover a lot of different aspects like your own gameplay and how you will be able to improve yourself as a player during the process of getting your rank higher at the same time. Some of these steps will help faceit players as well, so don't think it's all about matchmaking. We probably all can agree that having better competition makes you develop faster as well. So we're gonna skip the hassle of playing 20 or 40 games to rank up like other guys do and take the easy route, saving our precious time and developing as fast as we can. So back to matchmaking. We will start off by taking a 3-day break from playing matchmaking. In this time period, your hidden elo margin will widen. To explain this quickly, if you take 2 to 3 day breaks after playing few games a day, matchmaking system will be less sure what elo you are, making you gain more elo per win. A big misconception with this is that you can't open your CSGO or you can't log in your Steam account. No, that's not the case. You can do whatever you want, just don't play matchmaking. In this case, we are going to focus on our individual game. We are going to start off by picking one map that we play the best and trying to improve it as much as we can. By that I mean we're gonna practice our utility in it and we are going to play that match in that one specific map. When you will be feeling comfortable in that map, you can try adding another map and proceed by this scheme. Adding new maps is important and switching them up as well, so it wouldn't get boring for you. I got a playlist with essential smokes that have all the basic and necessary lineups everyone on every map should know, both for 64 and 128 tick. All of these lineups are required to assist and create space for your team. You should see a pop-up on the right side of the screen right now with both playlists. After you pick the map, this should be a first day starter where you just go and practice offline. Try to throw and memorize each lineup for that map and understand when and how to use it. If you can't figure it out, I got tips and tricks guides on different maps that will make you understand how to approach and when to execute. When it comes to DM, it is really simple. Either you're a rifler or an AWPer, it is up to you. What feels best in your hands, just equip and use it, as well as practice it. I will leave a link down below in the description as well as other things where you will be able to find servers to practice in. If we take me for an instance, I'm a hybrid player, which means I play both AVP and rifle. So what I do, I usually practice an AWP and headshot DM. From time to time, I go and play some pistol DM as well. As I actively play faceit, I usually get around 200 kills in both DMs before I start a game. That is usually the amount it takes for my aiming hand to get tired, and when your hand gets tired, you start to miss easy shots, so it's best to take a little bit of time off before you play more. I prefer this way of improving your aim way more than perhaps playing a map like aimbots, as you play in a map that you are actually going to play in competitive, which will improve your crosshair placement, and you play against real players so you can feel out their movement as well. Another thing to focus on is your spray control. I don't think you should develop yourself as a sprayer because that relies on the situation, but I will leave a link to a video that a pro player by the name of Elige made recently. It discusses how to improve your spray control. Pay attention to the ending of that video where he plays Recoil Master and try to repeat what he did there. In your free time, when you feel like you have DM'd enough, you should try out and play some faceit games. As I mentioned before, that having better competition makes you develop faster as well. And if you want to find better competition, faceit is the right place to start with. You will see a more serious approach towards the game there. And when you will come back to matchmaking, it will feel way easier for you. As I think that mental aspect is the most important thing when it comes to CS or any other game. If you don't feel good, or if you are tired, don't play the game. It will lift your motivation towards the game down. There are certain aspects that will lift your hype up. One of them is winning games as well as performing good and seeing yourself improve. Those are key factors to keep yourself motivated and grind forward. Setting goals is a key factor as well, as this will drive you towards achieving them. You don't have to prove anything to anyone except yourself, but it sometimes helps too. If anyone doubts you and you want to prove them wrong, you will do your best to show them wrong. Try to limit your outside game problems as much as you can, because those impact you way more than you think. Anything that takes away your focus towards the game should be avoided. If anyone would be interested in it, I will make a separate video on this, sharing my experience in the competitive scene as well as downfalls and how I picked myself up. To explain the approach towards matchmaking a little bit more, what I'll want you to do after the 3-day break is to play one map that you feel most comfortable in. Don't play with your friends, just solo queue. You will play 3 to 4 games or until you lose your first game. If you lose instantly, you can queue up another one. But if you lose 2 games in a row, just stop and go practice again. After that, moving forward, we will take 2-day breaks instead. And soon you will see how consistently you can actually rank up in this game and how easy it is. This won't work on faceit, of course, because their system works differently. They, on the other hand, reward players that play more. If you have some questions about this, you can join my Discord server where I'll be answering all of your questions and where there are other good players that can help you out as well. Plus, it's a chance to make some good friends to play with in the future when you get that rank you wanted. If you follow all of these steps, I can assure you will get where you want to be in no time. Don't forget to be a good guy and call for your teammates, as well as trying to support them as much as you can by throwing a smoke or flashing them out, as communication and team play is a key factor in this game. Don't forget about our deal and update me on how it's going. That will be it for me today. Only if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. It was your boy Serex, and I'll see you very soon.